Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. This is what I call a special bonus reading for June. This is going to be for Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. The reason I'm doing these is to kind of give you an energy check of what's going on right now. Your monthly is already done, so I will link that to the end of the video. And let's just get into your reading. So we are going to use 3 different decks. We're going to let them talk, and we're going to look for synchronicities. That's why I use different decks. We're going to do the Good Tarot, use the Good Tarot, and then we're going to use the Luminous Tarot, and then as clarifiers, we will use the Angel Tarot. Okay, so the Fool. Let's start by giving them a shuffle or two. Everything is pre-shuffled, by the way. But I like to give them a shuffle for you. Okay. Let's give them a cut. And we're going to put them right there. And let's go ahead and shuffle the Luminous Tarot and get it ready, because these will be our 2 main decks. Again, pre-shuffled. Give them a cut. I thank you all for being here. I appreciate your time. I hope this reading serves you well. That is my purpose, after all. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. We are going to start with the Good Tarot. We open up with the 9 of Fire. The 9 of Fire. First of all, it's a 9. Let's bring this lid down. You know, 9 speaks about reflection, and she does look like she's reflecting back, right? She's holding like the string of stars. This could talk about not giving up on a dream that you have. You know, something that doesn't come easy, that, you know, you may have, like, you know, your part in it is very, very important. And I feel like don't give up. It's the energy of not giving up. We have the 8 of Cups. Go from a 9 to an 8. We have the Page of Wands, Page of Fire. I often feel this page is like the Fool, right? This is someone who's going to take a chance in something. You know, they're not thinking, you know, am I going to fail? They're just, it's not about that, right? To them, it's about the adventure of it. I feel like you know, let's talk about a couple things. First of all, we have the full moon is going to be in Sagittarius. You know, that's going to be an energy that's really going to try to push you forward. It's fire, right? And you're water. So it can feel like a little uncomfortable, but I feel like, you know, wherever it's pushing you forward, it's a good thing. Interesting, because the 8 of Cups, I don't know why it's reminding me of Cancer. And we end the month in the new moon with Cancer. 8 of Cups is about the clearing of the emotional house. You know, it's where my emotional house no longer affects my decisions moving forward. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. This is about probably something on the physical plane, something you're giving a chance to. You know, 8 is also a new beginning, a new day. It can represent abundance. It is the infinity sign, almost, not almost, but as above, so below. I feel this queen could also be someone where you're taking a chance, maybe in your pentacles. Again, I have to go back to this Nine of Wands, and I feel those stars, right? These dreams, it's almost like my bucket list, but she's lighting fire to them. And interesting, because the Eight of Cups is going to put that fire out. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in the Luminous Tarot. We have the High Priestess. This is your intuition. Your higher self. Your higher self would say if there's something that... Listen, I feel like there's certain things, of course, we got to give up, right? If they're not, if they're not panning out, they're not panning out. Maybe they're not panning out exactly like we want them to. Maybe it's going to pan out in a whole different way. And I'm saying that because, she's looking at this ship that's coming in, and, well, there is a treasure right in front of her, a treasure chest. I feel like for some of you, it's like, you're very close to, like, let's say a breakthrough. We have the Death card of Scorpio. This is about an ending so that a rebirth can take place. It's coming right over the Eight of Cups. Again, you know what? Especially for Pisces or any water sign, when you're moving into like this fiery type energy of the full moon, what do I want to say? I feel like, because like being deep in my emotions during, I don't know why, it's just coming to me like a fire full moon is going to be difficult. So I feel like this is moving you out of that, almost like putting you in place. If you allow, right? If you allow. Death card says don't resist endings, because, or doors that need to be closed, or ways that were no longer serving me. Maybe I was trying it this way and it just wasn't working. So, I got to know when to fold them. I got to know when to hold them. I got to know when to walk away. I got to know when to stay. Alright. That song comes to me all the time, which is weird. Look at this. We have the Ten of Swords. So the Death card is looking right at that Ten of Swords. What needs to come to an end? Something within this energy. Well, I should have looked at the bottom of the deck, because I was going to say I can't wait to see what she's looking at. Well, I should have already done that. Look at this. We have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Listen, I feel like something didn't work out. Something didn't work out, and I feel like there's an emotional tie to that. I almost want to say, like, I felt like someone or something was really my dream, but I feel like it just didn't work out that way. Why? Well, first of all, we look at the Nine of Wands. That is, that's heavy responsibility, right? You're moving to the 10 where, like, all the responsibility is on my shoulders. The 9 says reflect upon that. What responsibilities are you carrying? You carrying your own, or are you trying to carry everyone's, right? You're putting out other people's fires, and there your dreams go. You know what I mean? Like concentrating more on them than me. Like almost letting my dreams go. So I feel like, listen, you're the High Priestess is underneath all this energy. So the High Priestess is like your inner knowing. Like, you know what you know right now. You can talk yourself out of it, right? And with the Ten of Swords here, it feels to like maybe I did for a while. But the Ten of Swords means like I took a sword one after another. But here I lay, right? Here I lay and allow them. Death card is saying no more, right? Some things need to come to an end if it's not serving you. Here, like it's submission. Here, she's burning her dreams. It's like your intuition is really trying to get a hold of you. You know, maybe that's why I'm doing this reading right now. I have this feeling like this is why you're doing the reading right now, Sandy. Because I feel like, you know, some type of change, whether that be an inner change, whether that be like this true realization, like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. I didn't even think about that. You know what I mean? And then once I have that realization, maybe I think about it different, maybe I act upon it different. Again, we have this Page of Wands here, and I feel that, you know, I feel this Page is my Fool. Okay. We have the Justice card. I don't know, guys. You know, justice can represent quite a few different things. First of all, it's a card of Libra. It is ultimately about finding balance, right? Finding balance within one's life. If this is a legal matter, this can represent a divorce. This can also represent like cutting of the ties, karmic type energy. Again, like something didn't seem to work out maybe the way I planned. But listen, maybe there's something better. There's got to be. Look at this, Judgment. That's your spiritual team. You know, that's a call to the current moment, to the present moment. And that's kind of what I'm feeling in this reading. Like, there's a reason why I'm doing this reading right now, today, at this time. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel it. So Judgment is your spiritual team that is, you know, it's asking the same thing that the Death card is asking. And that is to allow yourself to have these rebirths, right? Nines are about the cycles. Like maybe I given something a good cycle. Maybe I even went like a hair over. And it doesn't mean I didn't learn. Maybe I learned a lot. All right. I don't know why I keep saying, I do. You know, I'm just thinking, I was watching something, and I remember they said, you know, like when God, let's say, is trying to reach us, it's not in these big, gigantic moments. It's in a gentle whisper. And no matter what's going on around us, it's us learning to quiet our own mind, because it's like, you know, it's your intuition. That's what you're feeling. It's that call. It's that ache. It's, you know what I mean? The humanness wants to overthink it. And I often feel that even with our guides, like, you know, when I say like they're coming in between the words. Queen of Pentacles, you know, she sees those details other people miss, and I feel like it's almost talking about in a spiritual way. Anyway, just wanted to tell you what I was getting. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to shuffle. Well, that did not take long. First of all, we do have the King of Cups and the Hangman, who are side by side. They came out face up. I'm not going to put them out yet because I don't feel their places yet. But I feel like we got to recognize that. All right. Well, we have the Seven of Swords. We have the, wow, look at that, we have the Eight of Cups coming over the Eight of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords coming over this Page of Wands. Again, let's look at the Page as the Fool, because that's kind of what I feel. And when I say that, I mean, I feel like, you know, I feel like, first of all, this Knight is coming in, so I feel like it's bringing something that must be offering. Maybe a new way, a new beginning. I feel like it's an offering of some type. It may be communication with the Knight of Swords, but I do feel like it's a way out, a way up. There are going to be two people who are, you know, almost experiencing the same thing, but separately. You know what I mean? Like, I may be with someone that, first of all, the Seven of Swords is over this, which is a little bit of untrustworthy energy. Excuse me. It's like it wanted to choke me up. So it's, you know, it is untrustworthy energy. You know, and here's your intuition down here, like, you know what is untrustworthy and what's not. Am I, you know, like, am I burning up my own dreams for someone who I can't even trust anyways? And then I think there may be two people, again, separately going through something very similar. Something very similar. Because I feel like both, you know, both would have to come to this energy of the Eight of Cups. That means normally in the Eight of Cups I'm walking away. I'm heading towards the Nine of Cups. I'm heading towards self-fulfillment, right? Maybe something I haven't given myself before. I'm heading towards self-fulfillment. Where, you know, again, you're heading towards this Nine. And that 9 moves into the 10 of Cups. So anyways, I feel like we're jumping ahead. But I feel like if this is relating it, let's just put it this way. Your spiritual team is calling you to the current moment to review what is good and what is not. What can you trust? And what can you not? And if you cannot, is that the way you want to continue? Because you know you have free will. I feel like this is energy that definitely affected your emotional house, like your emotions within. But there needs to be clarity within that. Like, the more clarity you can have in that, because I'm not leaving that house a wreck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm putting those cups up one by one. I'm going to put those cups back up, right? I'm not going to let my emotional house be a wreck due to another energy that, first of all, doesn't feel very trustworthy anyway. So I feel like this is a period that you went through. And by the way, you know, Scorpio down here, this can talk about the Scorpio full moon that we just went through in May. They may have made people have some real emotional realization. So anyways, then we have this knight come in, right? This knight's coming in, bringing some type of communication. Something I feel like your guides want you to hear. You know, that's why they're here. Okay. And then we have the King of Cups. And then we have the Hangman. That would make sense. Let's talk about the King of Cups. First of all, he's in the upright. We do have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Knight of Cups talks about some type of fulfillment coming your way, and I feel often it's unexpected. You know, and I do feel like, by the way, I do feel like I kind of had to do the work first. Like I had to do my own emotional clearing. Like I had to clear my own house first. And then I feel like then energy moves. You know, maybe the next chapter begins kind of thing. And I feel like if this is talking about two people who potentially maybe come together, each had to do their own work. And then each had to close a door to something that was meant to close. Didn't mean it wasn't meant to happen, because after all, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here, there could have been great wisdom gained that truly you can use on this physical plane and probably for eternity. Don't forget about those eights, as above, so below. Your spiritual team, your intuition. So, you know, some kind of tie had to be cut. I don't feel like it was easy, but I do feel like it was doable, or it is doable. And it's interesting because I feel like, you know, let's go back to the King of Cups again. King of Cups normally would, and first of all, coming over the Queen of Pentacles, so I feel like this is talking about feeling grounded within yourself. So that when, let's say this is potential love comes in, or something, potential fulfillment, whatever it may be, you can truly feel it, accept it, receive it, and give it, right? Completely and wholly, because otherwise it's almost like, what's the sense? And I feel like the Hangman, so the King of Pentacles, or the King of Cups would come as someone who wants to be in a relationship, enjoys being in a relationship, knows the value of it. Remember, they're in the upright. If it was in reverse, it'd be the opposite. You know, they'd be very flirty. This is someone who is pretty free-flowing with their emotions. Coming over the Queen of Pentacles, who's normally not, right? Doesn't mean she doesn't have them. Doesn't mean he or she doesn't feel them. They're just not as expressive in that way, where the King of Cups would be. But the Hangman is like, you know, a moment in time, right? The Hangman is seeking wisdom. Like, you know, I'm not just hanging here for no reason. I'm seeking wisdom. Maybe two people who separately are going, like, maybe through a divorce type of thing. I almost hate to say that, but all right, let's keep going. We have the, oh, something popped up on my screen. Hang on. That was weird. Alright, I hope I'm still recording. I'm sorry, I don't know how long that thing was on my screen. Alright, anyways, we have the Empress. The Empress. You know, what can you say about the Empress? The Empress is someone who has learned from her life, from her journeys, from her cycles. The Empress is someone who, you know, becomes wise beyond her years, because she can look. And why? Because the Empress can look at a situation and see all sides of it. You know what I mean? The Empress doesn't hold grudges, doesn't hold on to past energy if it's negative, right? Like, you know, I learn what I learn and I leave the rest. If I don't know, if I don't understand, then I just leave it, right? One day I will. The Empress is very creative, loving, nurturing. This can talk about, you know, anyway, you know, I feel like Empress coming over the High Priestess. Listen, I feel like I want to say to you, use your psychic ability to understand energy, to move through energy, to know whether you can trust energy. The red flags will be there. They've always been there. It's up to us to ignore them or accept them. You know, but the red flags are always thrown. The Empress would see it a mile away. But, you know, it takes time to get to this energy. It's almost like saying you've grown so much spiritually that anyone who tries to come, you know, to you or toward you in a negative, in a, you know, in a way that could hurt you, I feel like I feel like you're at the period where you can see it, you can feel it a mile away. Just believe it. We have another 8, by the way. Look at that, 888, 3 8s. Whose reading I just did, they had 555. You have 888. And the only reason I'm comparing the two, I cannot remember who it was, because 5 speaks of change, 8 also speaks of change, but a new beginning, like a new day, right? A new day is dawning. Allow it. 8 of Wands, what I think about it, bring about. 8 of Wands is fast-moving energy. Listen, you had some dreams here. I know that you did, that maybe, you know, they're still here. Like, you know, maybe I did light them on fire because I figured I'll never reach them. But I feel like, you know, because there's a different way of looking at life, your own life, it's like it's like, you know, it's like your intuition. No matter if you burnt those dreams or not, your intuition still knows, right? Your soul, you know, you can get rid of what you think is the evidence, but it's still within you, right? I can't get rid of it. Why? Because you're not meant to. So I feel like this is like your subconscious helping your conscious mind. This is your intention. 888. I wish I had my phone in here. I don't. It's charging. I would look that up. But, you know, 8 is a very abundant number. A very abundant number. 8 is the number of infinity, as above, so below, eternity. 8 is new beginnings. It's, you know, it's a beautiful energy. You know, naturally, it's like the rhythm of the world, right? We're going to go through these cycles, these epiphany, or these pinnacles in our life. We're all going to have them, right? Sometimes we're going to be at the top of the wheel, and sometimes we're going to be at the bottom of the wheel. And maybe, you know, what we learn at the bottom is what helps keep us when we eventually arrive at the top. Keeps us at the top. King of Pentacles just showed himself. We have the 9 of Wands over this 10 of Swords. You know what I feel like it's saying? I feel like it's saying, whatever those 10 swords were, to you. It's about no longer carrying those swords with you, right? Because 7 of those swords were untrustworthy anyway, right? And then probably the remaining 3 where it pierced the heart. This, I feel like I can overcome this. I can overcome this. I can overcome them. I can overcome it. You know, this also speaks about the gaining of the spiritual muscles through, you know, through the hardships. Sometimes through the dark night of the soul. I can do it. I can do it. And I don't know, maybe there is a little help from the universe. And then we have the King of Pentacles. First of all, coming below the Queen of Pentacles. But she's got the King of Cups above her head. And the Hangman. So the King of Pentacles can be someone that she has cut ties with. You know, I just feel like, no matter the sign, there's someone here who maybe it's two people separately cutting ties with someone that kind of frees them, right? Because once the Hangman does cut those ties, once the Hangman receives that wisdom, he has the awakening. Really, the awakening, and here it is with the Empress right there. I feel like the Empress is fully awake. She's fully awake. And by the way, coming over your intuition, hello, and judgment, your spiritual team. You know, you don't think they're involved in your life. That's why they're calling you to the present moment. That's how involved they are, right? But you have free will. Okay. I feel like I want to go below. I don't want to make this real long, but I do feel like I want to go below. Look at this. We have the Knight of Cups. You know, I kind of find this beautiful because the Knight of Cups is now coming connected to the Empress. I 100% think you are the Empress, maybe male or female, or female or male. The Empress, again, let's talk about her. Loving, nurturing. She is not hard to the world. She is not hard to love, right? She trusts her own wisdom. You know, she knows, she's very, very awakened. If I see a red flag, this time I see it. I don't have to question it. I know what that red flag is because I've been there, done that. Now, when this Knight of Cups comes in, right, free, it's like free and clear, at least in my emotional house, even my mental house. I feel like the universe is helping to set you up so that when you receive this knight, you have 2 knights coming, right? The Knight of Swords, which can be communication, can be truth, can be honesty. It can be some type of way that moves you from one chapter into the next. I feel like this can talk about a couple different avenues. And what else we have? We have the 8 of Pentacles. Look at that. Now we have 4 8s all together. 8, 8, 8, 8. Interesting. And the Death card under all of it. Let's talk about the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is the energy of putting my head down and concentrating on my pentacles. I feel like it's talking about your dream. Like, you know, maybe you didn't have the opportunity because you were so wrapped up in these earthly things. And I mean that in like, you know, like putting out other people's fires, that you never had the time to put your head down and work on your own dreams. I feel like this is the opportunity. This is the time. 4 8s in a row. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that in my readings, and I have done So many readings. The Eight of Pentacles talks about the willingness to be the apprentice. That means I'm willing to learn as I go. In the Eight of Pentacles, whatever I'm focusing on is what I'm going to grow. I have the opportunity to grow something to success within the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands above that tells me your action in this matter are very important. Excuse me, one second. Okay, I'm back. I know, it only seems like I was gone a minute. Just had a weird thing happen. Anyways, let's get back to your reading. We have, again, the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like, again, this is a very learning time. You know, the Nine of Wands over this Ten of Swords, I do feel like, listen, you know, I feel like nobody would argue that had not been a very difficult and hard time. But in this, and part of that is energy that, you know, worked against you at the same time. But Ten of Swords is saying with Judgment, time to take your power back, right? Taking your own power back. Being willing to begin at the beginning if you need to, because I feel like with the Eight of Wands above the Eight of Pentacles, something's moving quickly. Something's able. And I feel like it's talking about not just your emotional house, but also your financial house. This may be about a dream, a creative dream that you had. I often feel like when the Empress shows up, it's talking about, you know, the ability to, like, maybe I don't think I'm like a master teacher, but my life experiences really have taught me that I am. Maybe I don't know that yet, right? I'm not, you know, I'm at the beginning. Like, I'm at the beginning, Sandy. All right, let's keep going. We have this Knight of Cups. Interesting, we have Judgment. Again, your spiritual team connected to the Knight of Cups before, connected to the Knight of Cups again. Now, I'm not saying this is this person again. I don't think it is. I feel like because there are certain people that I've literally cut ties with, right? That, listen, they're not going to serve me. They can't, right? Their vibration is one way and mine's another. At least I want mine to be, you know. In the Eight of Cups, I feel like, and you have two Eight of Cups and Judgment here, it is about, you know, it's like a brand new day. Like, you know, a brand new day. All right. Well, hello, Ace of Wands. There's my way. It's like communication of the way, out of the way, to wherever you want to go. Wands would make sense because, again, the Sagittarius full moon is moving us into, and you know, it's really an uplifting type of moon. There was a moon of action, right? But passion and desire. Ace of Wands. It's almost like the universe is dangling this in front of you. Will you? Can you? Will you allow yourself? We have the Three of Pentacles. And I love this because I feel like, first of all, this is you being celebrated for your own uniqueness, right? Like knowing who you are and what you bring to the world. You know, I do feel like sometimes I get, you know, this is getting lost in your work, but this is other people appreciating what you do. I do feel like it's a soul tribe. This is beautiful energy of collaboration. Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe that's what you want to do. It doesn't have to be collaboration. And by the way, here we have the Eight of Pentacles, the willingness. Even as the beginning in here, this is really, I don't know why I'm thinking of it as a celebration. But I feel you feel really good here. And then we have the Chariot. Chariot, card of Cancer. But the Chariot really is about a reward. I feel like ultimately I feel like it's talking about your pentacles, and I feel like it's talking about love. I feel like it's talking about love that was no longer working, that was not serving you, it was hurting you. It's almost, again, you burnt up. It's like I put my own dreams on fire, but I feel like the Eight of Cups is like putting out the fire. It's like putting out the fire. And you can burn them, but they still remain within you. I feel like someone did kind of, in a way, I want to say rob you of it, but some of it, again with the Nine of Wands here, I feel like you've gained a lot of spiritual muscles out of it. Listen, maybe this Knight of Swords is you writing about it, even though I feel like the Knight is coming towards you. And he's carrying this king. I don't know. The people. I have the Three of Wands. So I feel like this is you going forward with someone. I feel like this is someone along your journey. This is someone new. Is someone new. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like, let's say if we're looking at this with a spiritual lens, and the king, let's just say it's the King of Cups, and let's say it's the Queen, or let's say it's the Queen and the King of Pentacles, right? They're the same suit. And maybe both of them were committed to someone else, but within that energy there was a lot of untrustworthy energy, and it didn't happen once, twice, three times, you know what I mean? I feel like it happened over and over. I feel like it kind of, like, this energy may have brought you to your knees type of thing, but ultimately what it did is it brought you to the energy of realization, truth within your own life. Like, even if I'm in the dark night of the soul, doesn't mean that my guides can't reach me and remind me that I have my own dreams. Because I feel like this is what it's talking about, is now you starting to live your dreams. And for some of you, it's also talking about love. But I can see with the spiritual lens why, like, love would come after I begin this journey of Pentacles, right? So first I have to put my dream, and I'm not saying part of my dream can't be love, but also it's about you, like something within you. Maybe your word. The rest of us need to hear. You know what I mean? I feel like, because in the Eight of Pentacles, ultimately, I do want to be the master. Chariot coming here, especially after Justice, is a beautiful balance of the divine, masculine and feminine, the shadow and the light. It's not the elimination, it's the balance of, right? Because, maybe some of us, that's what we do. We try to eliminate, like, the shadow part of us, but we can't. It's part of us, right? All elements, if there's bad, there's good. We're finding the balance within it. I feel like it's the calmness within ourselves. So anyways, because the Chariot is, it's unlimited potential for you. And I am not going to put this just on love. I'm going to put this in all elements of your life. I do feel like this is you needing to accept it. I do feel like this reading was meant to happen right now. Even though I've had interruptions, I apologize. I do feel like, your spiritual team is very connected to your love life, but not just that. Not just that. So, I think I'm going to leave it there. I should have grabbed my phone when I was had you on hold. Again, now we have 4 8s. 4 8s. So that may be to someone that may mean something pretty significant with 3 3. 3 3. 3 3. Both beautiful cards, right? The Three of Wands is optimism. I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Three of Pentacles is doing your thing, allowing yourself to be you, to do your thing, whatever that may be. Do it, right? Because I feel like you're meant to. You're meant to, and that may be the balance that you are looking for, and someone else may be, you know, they're looking for their own balance. And I feel like the universe is just saying both, you know, maybe both parties are coming to that balance, or at least the opportunity. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Sorry for the interruptions. I hope it sounds okay. It's been a little crazy. I hope it's okay though. I hope this finds, I know it's going to find who it needs to find. Thank you for sharing it, by the way, because sometimes your shares brings to the right person. I feel like this is talking about now, soon, right? Present moment. There's a lot going on. But it seems to be like all in the light. But I got to bring myself to it. I think you will. I love you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.